and it's probably the most accurate assessment of men in the United States. It goes off of the CDC, the U.S. Census Bureau, a bunch of different stat points of men in America. And overwhelmingly, whenever we ask women, what do you want? It's somewhere between 5'10" and above in height, right? 6 foot preferably, $100,000 per year, not obese, not married. Off these factors alone, this puts the guy in like the top 1 to 2% of men. And that's what a majority of women are looking for. And the scary part is like, a lot of times it'll be average girls we ask this stuff to, and they'll say this is what they want. Now, let's be honest here. Are they going to get all these guys? No. Are they going to go ahead and sometimes date a guy that doesn't meet all these metrics? Of course. But what I think guys need to understand is the ideal, right, is the top pinnacle of guys. So I think every single man in here needs to be aware of this and bring themselves as close as possible to that. I think every single guy can get themselves to at least a 7 in the sexual market value scale by going to the gym, earning 6 figures per year, being a competent speaker, being able to convey yourself in a very, what I call, masculine manner, where when you talk to women, you speak in the active voice, you don't speak in the passive voice. You don't tell her things like, well, I don't know about XYZ. It's like very decisive and firm in what you say and what you do, especially when you talk to women. Like, women are very responsive to that when you're not sure of yourself. So I think if guys can do these things and have these things mastered, they'll be in a much better position to deal with women. And unfortunately for you guys, and it really sucks that you guys have to deal with this, like, I'm very sensitive to this for young men. You guys have to compete with Instagram. When I was growing up, we didn't have to compete with fucking Instagram. Like, I didn't have to worry about, at least in the early stages, in my early 20s, like, I didn't have to worry about like a rapper or an NBA player like DMing a girl that I was talking to, because it was still in its infancy. Now, with the way social media is or whatever, an average woman has access to like top tier guys that can get flown out within a day or two. So this is unprecedented levels of access that women have to higher status men. And the problem is that women base what they're worth off of what they have access to. It's very important that you guys understand that. So women don't go off of their real sexual market value. They go off of what they have access to. So a girl that's a 5, if she's talking to an NBA player, is gonna think she's an 8, when in reality, she's a fucking 2 or a 5, right? Depending on if she has makeup or not. So I think it's very important that you guys understand that this is what you're up against. So you have no choice, guys, but to be way above average. In my day, we could have been average or been okay. You guys, cooked if you're average. Cooked, dude, like cooked. Matter of fact, I would argue it's better for you to take your prime years and work on increasing your sexual market value than being an average guy and entering the dating marketplace, because it's gonna be miserable. You're gonna get flaked on. They're gonna treat you like shit. They're gonna use you. They're gonna save you in their phone as Uber. You're gonna try to kiss her and she's gonna say, not today. Meanwhile, she's gonna go fuck some fucking Nigerian or some shit. That's a prince. So, like, you guys need to like know this is what you're up against, right? If you guys don't want to be, if you guys that are religious, fine, ignore this shit.